friends. So today I thought I would answer a question that I get often on here about why my family has chosen to homeschool with a public charter school. We started homeschooling about 7 years ago. And when we decided to start homeschooling, we had a 5-year-old who was going into transitional kindergarten, and also we had a 4-year-old. I guess she was probably a little less than 4 at that time. She's 14 months younger than my oldest daughter, and also we had a baby. So I was really worried that I was not going to be super faithful to get everything done that we needed to do for school. And I knew that I really wanted to give my kids a really good education. I had been homeschooled in junior high and high school. My mom did a terrific job. They used what's called an umbrella school. So a lot of you might be familiar with that, but for those who are not, an umbrella school is a school that helps with maintaining the records and making sure that you're getting everything done that you need to get done for the school year. It also helps to find field trips and park days and social kinds of things. So that was how my mom handled it. I don't remember a lot of things about types of schools from when I was actually in junior high and high school. I think that was not something that my parents felt like we needed to be concerned with, which I appreciate. But for myself and for my family, we decided to go with a public charter. One of my best friends was a teacher facilitator with the charter that we decided to actually go with. And we have stayed with that same charter this entire time. She is no longer with our school. She has gone on to an admin position somewhere else, which I'm very happy about for her. And we have had a different teacher facilitator for last year. And then the school is just kind of restructuring. And so we got shuffled into another teacher facilitator's roster this year. And I got to meet with her this last week, and she's amazing. So I'm really excited about that. So that's why we started with the charter, is that I really wanted the accountability. Now, I don't really feel like I need that. I feel very confident in my ability to move us along with our education, and I feel very confident teaching any subject that we come across. I'm not really worried about that at all. If I felt like I couldn't actually teach the material, then I know that I could find a tutor or find a different resource that would allow us to feel more confident with that. Now we continue to be with the charter because they provide us with institutional funds. It is not surprising to hear from anybody right now that with the way that our economy is, that finances are kind of a struggle. And we're fine like with our day-to-day lives, but y'all know that homeschool is expensive. So the school allots each of my students about $2,700 a year. And we can use that money for all of our curriculum. We can use it for extracurricular activities. The school provides field trips that we can use our institutional funds for if we choose to do those. They also will buy readers for my kids. They will basically anything that we could need educationally, they will help us out with. So it just has to be within certain parameters. This last couple of years, they've been transitioning and have gone more with a narrower group of things you can use for your core subjects. Thankfully, almost everything that we had already chosen to be using was on that list, so it didn't really affect us that much. However, there are a few things that I would love to use that we can't use because they are religious and it is a public school charter. So that is the only, I mean, I guess not the only drawback, but the biggest drawback that I see for using a public charter is that you have a little less freedom with your choices as far as what books you want to use. So here are a few more things about charter school home education. Currently, our school system, I am in California, Southern California. Our school's name is Sage Oak, and I feel okay about telling you guys that because it basically covers all of Southern California. I am really careful about internet safety because I show a lot of our family life, and my children are on this channel, so I don't like to talk about like specifically where I live, and I feel like that's pretty normal for a YouTuber to not want to give away like where their actual location is for safety's sake. But we homeschool in Southern California. I feel like I've said that before. The school is based in Southern California. It covers a lot of ground here in Southern California. So I forget what I was talking about. This is why I should have notes. Okay, so some things about the charter school. So our charter school is Sage Oak charter in Southern California. Let's see how many times I can say Southern California, you guys. There are a lot of things about this particular school that are more strict than other public charters. So I feel like I've talked to a lot of charter school parents, and they don't have quite as rigid of a program. So we are required every 20 days to provide a sample from the 4 core subjects. So that's math, language arts, science, and history. So we provide a sample from each of those every month. We have a meeting with our teacher every month. It's 20 days, but really it amounts to a month. So it's 20 school days. And they do expect to see all of our work for the month. I don't have a problem with that because we are doing homeschool every day. So when I make my lesson plans, they know that I'm not doing school on Fridays. I'm doing school on Fridays. I'm not doing worksheets on Fridays. I'm doing more hands-on things or field trips or things like that. But they have a very high standard of accountability at our particular school. That being said, we do have a lot of choices and things like that. We are not allowed to buy our own books and use them. Like some schools are allowed to say buy a book from The Good and the Beautiful and use that as like their math curriculum. We are not allowed to do that because it has religious material in that. There are some religious book companies that we can buy our books from as long as they are certain ones. So they have a certain list from like Beautiful Feet books. Our history curriculum will be from them. They have like a public charter approved list along with IEW is the same way. Excuse me. And like Rainbow Resource Company has got a lot of Christian materials on it, places like that. So we can order from some of those places. The place that my kids are going to be taking some of their extracurricular activities is technically Christian, but the program that we will be enrolling them in doesn't use religious materials. So things like that. We have a lot of freedom for things like that. my own Bible stuff with my kids and devotions and things like that. I am totally allowed to choose to teach something to my kids or not teach something to my kids at my own discretion. They are not going to require anything like that of me at this point. If they were to require something of me that I didn't agree with, then we would not continue with the charter. We would privately homeschool our kids, and we would just figure out a way to make it work. But for now, this is what works for us. And I'm hoping that this video like kind of clarifies some things, but also like encourages some families. You don't have to do this on your own. It is totally fine for a Christian person to go with a public charter. It is not going to take anything away from your homeschool. You can add all the things you want to whatever educational program you want to give your kids. We are choosing to do a public charter, and it is not hurting our 3 daughters. If anything, it's giving them a lot more than what we could offer them if we privately homeschooled them. So because then I can feel free to spend a little bit of extra money on something that is gonna be good for them outside of our school books. We can do cooking lessons, we can do dance lessons, we can do field trips, we can take vacations, things like that that we wouldn't normally be able to afford if we were also buying all of the curriculum and all of the school supplies and paying for all of their extracurricular things, and all of that stuff combined is it adds up to a lot. But I can feel secure in buying extra things, like things for busy boxes, in a video I did a couple of weeks ago, decorating our classroom, things like that I wouldn't normally be able to do. So I hope that answers some questions for you guys, and I hope that is helpful and encouraging to those who need it. And I think that's it. I think that's it for this week. So I appreciate all of you for watching my channel. I would love it if you would like and subscribe. Hit me up in a comment below if you have any questions or need some clarification. I'm totally happy to be transparent with this. And yeah, I hope you guys are having a good week and getting ready for school to start. If you haven't started yet, we don't start until September 6th. If you have started, I am praying for you. I am on my knees, you guys, this whole month of August for all of the traditional schools, the private schools, our homeschool family out there on YouTube. And I hope you guys are having a great school year, and I will see you in my next video. Okay guys, if you hung in here, I'm kind of like toying with this idea of having a little bit of extra content at the end where I talk about like our normal lives outside of school, because this channel is mostly homeschooling. I do think that I'm gonna bring a little bit of motherhood just in general, but I thought I would talk about a little bit of what's going on behind the scenes. I am involved in a theater production right now here at our local community theater, and I have been so nervous, you guys, about this. I usually am in the ensemble in a theater production. This time I'm the very first person out on the stage. I am singing solos. I am the mother of the lead character. I'm also, it's Alice in Wonderland, so I'm Alice's mother. Her name is Lorena. She's a 1940s housewife, and she's the only nice character in the show. If you've read Alice in Wonderland, you understand. And then I'm also the white rose that gets painted red. And it's definitely stretched me as an actress, as a singer, as a dancer. I am not a good dancer, you guys. And I've just been blown away by my theater community and how wonderful they have all been about this. I have not really even talked to a lot of my friends about how terrified I have been about this, but the people at the theater, they totally know. So if you are on my Instagram, you have seen some pictures of me in wigs because, I have purple hair. And anyway, it was so cute though, you guys. I was sitting with my friend who plays the caterpillar after the show. We greet the audience. I was sitting on the edge of the stage with her and these adorable kids. There was 5 of them in this family, and they were all probably 8, 9, 10 years old. I think there was one that was littler than that, but they were so cute. There are so many birds in the show, and there were feathers everywhere. And these kids had fistfuls of the feathers, and they were like, look at these feathers. There are souvenirs. But they were so cute. I have never in my life had so many kids want my autograph and want to ask me all the questions. They I have a microphone. It's a body mic, so it has just a cord and a little tiny mic head on that I taped to my face. And they were like, what is this? Tell us about this microphone situation. They wanted to know all of the details. They're like, when can I be in a show? How does this work? How did this person turn into this thing? And how did, they were asking all of the cute little kid questions, you guys. I am living my best life, even as an introvert in a very loud space. So, all that to say, I'm having a good time. Let me know if you want to hear more about my regular life. If this is a thing that you want to know, or if you just want to know about homeschool and how we do it here in this house. So thanks again for watching, you guys. I will talk to you again next week.